Hello and welcome to my walkthrough video for the Arctic Adventure. This is me, Ben Kelly, BBTNB on Twitter, and this is an Arctic educational adventure, a sled dog tour through the Arctic. It's right up on Minecraft Education's site right now. You can see I'm flipping through it as we speak. You can download the world. You can also download a teacher support site, or you can go to a teacher support site that has all sorts of coordinates for you and answer keys and things like that. And of course, there's an official answer key for the in-game learning journal. So what I wanted to do is actually get into, right now, the world, Arctic Adventure. And we'll let Minecraft load up here in a second. Here we go. All right, so Arctic Adventure, you go in. It's set to survival right now as the default. So I'll go in and I'll show you very quickly what you can expect your students to do in this world. I'll be moving pretty quick here. So you get off the plane, you've just flown into the Arctic. You get off the plane and the fences guide your student this way. They come up to a sign, and the sign basically tells them a little bit about what they're going to be getting into. So they're going to go ice fishing, they're going to mine for diamonds and so on. And it sort of guides them down this glowstone path. So we're going to go rapidly down this path here. And we get to the assistant here, and the assistant's just here to make sure your kids don't miss. It says, welcome, our best guide is waiting. The whole purpose of the assistant is to make sure your students don't miss their journal and their selfie cameras over here. So now that she's reminded you of that, students come over here, they grab the learning journal and the selfie camera. Just to show you what the learning journal looks like, we'll open this up here. All right. So there you go. It introduces their name and stuff. So they can fill in the answers as they get to the different stages, I hope. I hope that's how it works. So question number 1, what is the name of your Arctic guide? So when you turn and meet your Arctic guide, and you come over and say hello, he says, welcome to the Arctic. I'm your guide, Aput. And he's your Arctic guide, Aput. So there's the first answer. Kids would go back and enter that. He goes on to talk about the Northern Lights, and what I do is I give a video from Iceland of the Northern Lights here for students. Then I explain the science of the Northern Lights. So the second video is the science and why we have the Northern Lights. And then at each stage of the way, after you do your little task, you come back to the NPC and you say talk, and you click on let's go. So let's go to stage 2, or section 2. All right, here we are. So we're out in the middle of nowhere. If I turn around here, you can see the desert timberline. So this is an important geography feature of the North. So I come over to our guide here, and I talk to him. And he's making fun of me because I just had to go to the bathroom, but he said it's perfectly normal to take a bathroom break on long trips. He says we're at the desert timberline, where the soil becomes too dry for trees to grow. So if you go back into your learning journal as a student, you can actually see question number 2. What is official? So there's the Northern Lights. So if I flip the page, station 2, tree line. What is the name of the northern line where trees seemingly stop growing? So there we go. Students are. So why do trees stop growing at this certain point? So there, the NPC at this stage has told us that it's called the desert timberline, and it's here because the soil becomes too dry to support tree life. So we've just learned some cool things already. We're only on station. I'll get this book out of the way. We're only on station number 2, the desert timberline. Students can explore, but I've buried blocks in the ground that block them from going any further. So they're not allowed to roam too widely. It keeps them in place. And then I come back to our guide, and I want to talk to him again because it says let's go. So let's go to station number 3. We are here at station number 3. It is a village. This is where we get to meet some locals. So there's a whole village down here. And I hope and I think that the villagers see their names appearing, local 1, local 2, and local 3. So the students should easily be able to find these guys. This is local number 1, so let's go talk and see what they have to say. So here we are. We are hiring, so this is all about the careers, the amazing careers available in the Arctic, from military to teachers. So I have Maggie, the teacher prize winner. She gives a talk about teaching in the Arctic Circle. We have the new gold rush. We have military activity, the Russian effort in the Arctic. And then, of course, we talk about the diamond industry. So students can learn from these videos. And at the same time, don't forget their learning journals. Actually, we'll have questions about. So let's go to station 3. There we go. Meet the locals. Name the 3 possible career opportunities. So again, very vague, but at least it gives the students an overall spectrum of what to expect here in the Arctic. If we go to the next person, they talk about, let's see, local number 2. Go in, say hello. modern Arctic, I think that's modern Arctic oil and reserves and things like that. So we're going to learn about the oil and the undiscovered oil and why the Arctic's so valuable. And of course, the Arctic diamond industry as well. And then, of course, the third one is something a little different, totally different. The third person that we're going to go see is focused on foods. So way over here, the students will run through the village. They'll see the local 3 name. They'll come over here, walk up the steps, come on in, say talk. And we get to see the global seed vault in Norway, where we have seeds being stored, and what an expedition in the Arctic, what they would eat for food. So again, just a short little stop with the locals. They talk about everything from food to oil to gas to military, teaching, careers in the Arctic. And then the students come back over to their tour guide, and you can see how rapidly we're doing this. They talk and they say, let's go. Off to station number 4, and here we are. All right, station number 4, we are at actually the diamond mine. We're actually at a diamond mine right now, and this is a chance for your students, young and old, to go down into this pit. And but first of all, from this little chest that Aput has for us, you can grab a pickaxe, and you can head down into the diamond mine and actually get yourself some diamonds. Try not to fall too far, because you don't want to hurt yourself, but there's some diamonds down there. I can see one right there. And they go down and they actually mine their very own diamonds and bring them back and put them in the chest. All right, so we can talk to this guy. No videos here. It's just a chance for them to mine a diamond. Just fast, short, and sweet. Let's go. All right, the next place. Okay, here we are. We are out in the middle of nowhere. I just want to show you this. So there is nothing around. So I'm looking everywhere here, and there is nothing around. Border blocks keep the students in, remember? So they can't wander too far. There's just some Arctic hares. There's a polar bear. Let's stay over here so he doesn't get us. And when we come back to Aput, our guide, and go talk, this is really interesting. So they've actually had studies that have shown in Antarctica that your brain, the human brain, actually shrinks during the time in the Antarctic area. The Arctic's the very same thing. They believe it's because of lack of stimulation. Everything's white. So they believe that the brain's not getting the stimulus that it normally would get. The video there explains the study. It's pretty cool for students. Of course, they have a question about it in their learning journals. And that's it. That's the stop. It's brain shrinkage, this stop. Moving on to the next one, they get to try their hand on ice fishing. So here we are next to a river. So they're going to go down with their pickaxe and they're going to break open some of that ice down here to my right. And the tour guide's waiting here. There's a fishing rod in that chest, so they can go in there and get their fishing rod. There it is. There's a campfire in case they didn't have one. And they're going to go down, catch some salmon, throw them on the fire, and we're going to have a little snack right about now. So they get to go ice fishing and have a snack. Talk to our tour guide here. Let's see if I can get him to come up here. All right, talk. There we go. So there's a northern ice fishing amazing woman who's just the best. So the kids can actually watch real ice fishing in the Arctic taking place and learn from an expert. I think they actually have to write her name down in the journal. And after they look at real ice fishing, they go, let's go to the next round. So here we are in the next spot. This is glacier melting. So I'm standing on ice and I'm sliding around. There's several polar bears down there on the actual ice floe. You can see them. 1, 2, 3, I think I see, maybe 4. There's your glaciers melting off in the distance. And this is the glacier melting piece of the experience. So we'll go to our guide. And he says, it was so cool to visit here as a child, but now everything's melting away. Polar bears are running out of habitat. You can see them on the ice down there. There's a video on Arctic climate change, and that's pretty cool. Again, just a little bit of a video, just a little taste of what's happening in the Arctic. And then off we go again to our next stage. This one's a little weird. There's nothing here. So this is like a stage setter. We're just getting ready for where we're going. We're going under the ocean. So if we talk to this guy, if we talk to Aput, let's see what we can get here. Sometimes on the iPad it's really difficult there to get him to come up. So communities like this are located in the extreme north. They're important for countries to hold land. But the real battle isn't on the land. The real battle right now is happening under the ocean. So let's go. So we're actually going to go with a put under the ocean. Here we go. So now we're under the ocean in a little sort of hut. This little guy, this little NPC, saying, take a look up there. So there's who owns the North, the Arctic claim. There's some video resources here that talk about how pressing this topic is. He asks you to get some underwater breathing potion behind you and go up with the lights and actually check out what's going on up there. So basically what you're supposed to learn here, I'll get some potion, take a drink. Okay, and let's go out. So what you're supposed to learn here is you're supposed to go out into the water, come over here, and what you're realizing is that land can extend far beyond a country's above water land. So here's the Canada land extension. China has confirmed its science shows that they have no claim. So there's some facts right there on the board. And over here, if the Canada one wasn't enough, here's Denmark's land claim through Greenland. And again, just some facts. Some facts about Russia, Denmark, Canada. They all have overlapping rights, possibly to the North Pole. This is the most current research. So students can now walk away informed and actually say, listen, we learned through Minecraft that there are 3 nations that have overlapping claims to the North Pole. They come back in here when they're done. The door opens here for them, hopefully. It's kind of tough when you're swimming. There we go. All right, I'm in. Come back over here. And of course, back to your guide. Hit talk, and let's go. So we went underwater. We talked about land claim, land rights. We've seen glacier melt. The day's getting long. You can see that we're at sunset at this point. We're here in a new location. This is the igloo location. So students come down here. They go into the igloo and they meet a local, and the local is ready to talk. There's a video here showing how to make an igloo with a panna or a snow knife. That's one of the questions for the kids. How do you make an igloo? What's the tool used? So they're going to watch how to make an igloo. They can nap if they want to in the bed, because up there the NPC is asking, take a nap, and we'll get going when you're ready. Perfect timing, by the way. I'm going as fast as I can, and it is nighttime, so it's a great time to take a nap. But that's a local with a video on how to make an igloo. Then we come back to our guide. We hit talk. So it says, all right, now that we're dry from our underwater adventure, let's go find out how to make an igloo. When we're happy with learning from the local and everyone's got their answers, we hit let's go. And here we are. We're back home. This is the tour office of Aput. So he's brought us back to the village, and we're at his tour office. He says, thank you very much, I believe, just something short and sweet. And then right here, this is pretty cool. This is a guest book. So just like a real tour company, you can sign the guest book, and it's very simple. It's your first name and what province or state or country you're from. But the students get to, I guess, sign the guest book. And that's it. You've completed your 11-stop tour through the Arctic. You've learned just a fraction of what's available, but I wanted to keep it manageable for one class period. And then you simply follow the lights back to the airstrip. Notice how I haven't run out of food yet. So I haven't gone down in food or health in any way, shape, or form. It's survival mode, but it's actually just, it's doable for one class. Your youngest people can do it because it's all supported by video, and there's some reading there, yes. There's a polar bear. I'm not going to go that way then. Anyway, this is the Arctic Adventure. I might even make another one of these. I might make like Arctic Adventure 2, because there's a whole bunch of stuff I left out of this. So you can see that I only brushed the surface with what we're going to be learning. But this is the Arctic Adventure lesson experience for students. It is now live on the Minecraft website. And you've seen here in this video, I hope I didn't ramble too much, but you've seen the different stations, what you can expect. And my teacher support page has all the YouTube videos that you can preview them ahead of time. In case there are any questions or anything cool that the kids see that they want to talk to you about, at least you can be knowledgeable about some of the cool things too. A lot of modern gold mining, a lot of modern diamond mining. It's cool because gold and diamond in Minecraft are like the coolest things in the world. So this is real life gold and diamond mining. I think kids will be really into it. So this is the Arctic Adventure. I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough. I know kids probably will like a lot of this when they go through it. It's an individual thing. You don't send groups. Each kid goes through the Arctic Adventure. They can put out their book and quill learning journal or sign it and give it to you at the end. Yeah, I hope you like it. Arctic Adventure.